Before we get started, I would like to express my full and unyielding support for the SAG-AFTRA WGA strike. Pay your artists, otherwise you will lose them and you will not get them back and you will be poorer for that fact. I debated a long time whether or not to do this reaction series for season 2 at all because of the SAG-AFTRA strike until the creators of the show themselves came out and said, please support our shows during this strike so we can show these streaming services and production companies that our stuff matters. So I would like to express my full support, and once again, do no harm, take no We need to talk. I would say a little over a month ago, because it was in June during my vacation, I uploaded a full supercut to my YouTube channel, and a lot of you guys really enjoyed it, even though YouTube did demonetize it for some stupid reason. But that's not the point. You guys have really been having a lot of spirited discussion in the comments, which I love. You know I love it, but I do want you guys to be aware. I can see every single comment, so when you guys discuss spoilers for season 2, I can see that. And listen, I know that you guys are just enthusiastic. That's fine. I love the enthusiasm. I love the discussion. I am just asking you, as I did with Vox Machina, to please be mindful. Other people who want to watch the show see your comments as well. And spoilers can actually decide whether or not someone actually does watch a show. And in these times, it's more important than ever for people to watch these shows. Thank you for your support, but please be mindful of the spoilers that you put in the comments. Now, for those of you who know, and for those of you who don't, my name is TK, your resident lunatic. This is my breakfast, and today we are watching season 2, episode 1 of Good Omens. And I had a lot to say about the first season. I enjoyed it, although there were some things that you guys already know this that I found boring, or maybe worked better in the book than they did in the show, particularly Mr. Shadwell. There is a part of me that wonders if there needed to be a second season at all. Now, to me, a second season doesn't seem super necessary because the first season was a fairly succinct story. The apocalypse is coming. We don't want the apocalypse to happen. Therefore, we're going to stop it. A little more story-driven than character-driven, but saying that it's either one or the other I think is a bit reductive. I would say depending on whose point of view you tell the story from, but that makes me wonder what's coming next. At the end of the day, whether or not I think Good Omens needs a season 2 doesn't really matter because there was always going to be a sequel. Apparently, there were notes and outlines written before Pratchett's death. Unfortunately, the book just never got written. I actually have a lot of faith in this second season, considering that one of the original authors of the book, Neil Gaiman, is a part of the creation process. Because, you know, Disney likes to do this thing where they have one super successful movie. They make sequels to those movies, like for instance, Pirates of the Caribbean. The second movie, Dead Man's Chest, is based off of a throwaway line from the original Pirates of the Caribbean. The sequels usually seem quite convoluted, even. I hope that season 2 of Good Omens keeps it sort of pared down, and once again, I have a lot of faith in it because of Neil Gaiman's supervision. I gotta say, the more I read his stuff, the more I'm like, yeah, I get the hype. With that being said, let's go ahead and put on our headphones and see what new fresh hell is in store for us. Oh god, that's really loud. Ooh, who's this? Oh, it's Crowley before he became a demon. Yeah, what's up?
Yep.
So they actually met before the Garden of Eden.
I've been waiting for this since,
Time doesn't exist for us, so always.
11 to 3,602.
Okay, yeah. Crowley's really good at research, apparently.
Let me lie.
Ah, there's the Big Bang. I can hear just the cries of a million Baptist fundamentalists just weeping into their hands. I don't mean to be cynical. I can be a bit of a bitch when it comes to, like, matters of religion and my bitterness regarding that, but... Oh.
I mean, more honest, I wasn't,
I'm the engineer, shut up! So, wait. Does Aziraphale not recognize Crowley after he fell?
Well, what exactly does it all do?
It's the universe!
All the dust and gas you can see is actually
Like, it takes a minute, damn! Even in biblical texts, it took 7 days, relax! It's like, oh, that sounds fun.
You know, the current word from upstairs is that we'll be shutting this all down again in about 6,000 years.
Oh, he's so disappointed.
What's the point in creating an infinite universe with trillions of star systems if you're only going to let it run for a few thousand years?
My thoughts exactly.
You've heard of Earth?
Not as such.
No, remember, there's trillions of star systems. I don't remember all of them.
They'll breed like, well, they'll breed like people.
We don't have rabbits yet.
Well, they exist just so that the people can look up into the night sky and marvel at the illimitable vastness of the Almighty's creation.
I'm really feeling the subtle sarcasm here.
On the details of creation.
Whose job is it?
Someone's got to.
Someone
And
has
he's
to say,
so
"Look, boss,
confused.
Well,
Ooh. The thought of rebellion always makes his ear feel super uncomfortable.
Anyone could object to me putting a note into the suggestion box.
You're gonna get fired. The very subtle sarcasm and just general critique of organized religion is a little heavy-handed, but the episode's only 48 minutes, so.
I'd hate to see you getting into any trouble.
See, under any other circumstances, that would be
And thanks for your
incredibly
advice, I wouldn't worry.
manipulative.
How much trouble can I get into just for asking a few questions?
Crowley has clearly never worked corporate. Heaven is a call center. Oh, why do I feel like that's more symbolism than it ought to be? We'll watch the intro just this once. One thing that's always interesting I see is that Crowley seems to always lead. Considering what I've heard, I wonder if that's gonna be a theme in this case. There's gonna be a lot of nude John Hamm in this if the commercials are anything to be believed. I need the shows and movies we watch on this channel to stop showing me mushy booty that I did not ask to see. Maybe 2 butts in this world that I have asked to see, and I'm married to one of them. Or I will be. Y'all get onto me all the time for saying that almost husband is my husband, but he is my husband, okay? Shut up. Semantics! Yeah, so I'm guessing that after the apocalypse is no longer a thing, the question would be, what now? What do Crowley and Aziraphale do now? They have lived for the apocalypse up until this very moment, so what happens now?
Maggie.
Oh no, I love her. I love her style. It reminds me of this record store in downtown where I used to work. Beautiful store.
I could be out of here in 2 weeks.
Oh, poor thing.
Don't you like it anymore?
Oh, Mr. Fell, I love this shop.
But money is a thing. I know money isn't a thing to you, but it is to me.
Finding the 78s is much harder than the long players. Frankly, I wouldn't know where to start.
I don't have the money.
Okay, I don't care.
You can't just forgive me 8 months' rent.
Oh, I can.
Watch me! Aziraphale, the socialist landlord, love it. Although, once again, he's not doing it entirely for her benefit. Because what we learned in the first season is Aziraphale can actually be quite selfish.
Can make beautiful music.
I'm not a spy, bro.
Beautiful music.
I'm not the spy, bro. I'm not feeding the goose.
Wrong bench.
I'm not feeding the geese. Thanks, dude. See you later. Ooh.
Bills. Ducks shouldn't eat bread. What are you meant to give them then?
Peas.
And hell doesn't care how jobs get done.
Yeah, I remember.
Crowley's also works at a call center, it seems.
How do you mean?
What's the point of it all?
Yeah, there we go. He's doubting it all.
And something's up.
Upworm.
Up.
What does that mean? I do love her outfit, though.
your
Like,
contact
genuinely. The hat sells it.
Frozen peas.
What?
That's what
Ducks.
you feed ducks.
Yeah. Or green beans. You can feed them peas, you can feed them lima beans, fava beans, edamame. I'm sorry. I like ducks, okay? Oh, I will say this second season already seems a lot more stylish than the previous one. Oh, Mr. Ham, I think when someone said birthday suit, you got a little confused. I personally don't think John Hamm would be stopping traffic with his nudity, but sure, because I can tell you where I live, he probably would have gotten tackled by now. He looks confused, though. Oh, bro, why you got jiggle physics? I don't...
Who you are and also who I am.
Oh, okay. What happened to Gabriel? I think he plays Gabriel, right?
Stripper deliverogram.
You just made that up.
Yeah.
Oh, they're cute. I've also got work to do.
I just don't know who me is.
Ah, well, thanks for that.
But you know me.
Do I?
No, someone who looks like you.
He wasn't very nice to me.
Probably me then.
Sure.
Don't recognize me.
Nah, sorry.
Totally certain that everything would be better if you were just near one particular person.
Oh! You ever woken up from anesthesia and the first thing you see your significant other? That's how it feels.
Whoa, this is amazing.
Okay, but something terrible?
Tell me about this something terrible.
I literally have no memories. The package, Aziraphale, context clues, bud! He was carrying a box, Aziraphale.
Well then, I expect it will be fine. Most things are fine in the end.
Most things.
No, they're fine.
The box.
The box.
There we go. Took you a minute. Is he actually going to be able to get it, or is someone else going to pick it up? Also, don't do that with your boxes. Just use packing tape, for God's sake. Apparently, his license there is a Doctor Who reference.
Yeah,
it's an anagram for TARDIS, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me. There's no N in TARDIS. There's nothing in it, of course. There's a fly in there.
You're funny. I love you.
Oh, please.
Yeah, I was about to say, that fly,
Gabriel.
I will say he's killing this,
If
like,
anyone asks,
blissful
you're not
amnesiac role.
James. Cool, I love it.
James Gabriel.
It's long for Jim, short for Gabriel.
I'll try. He was smuggling something out, and it's got something to do with the fly, and if I recall correctly, there was someone he was standing next to who had a fly on their head at the last episode of the first season. Out of his mouth go burning lamps. Oh. And sparks of fire leap out. That's much easier to read. I guess in this universe, angels have finger curls and really nice shoes. Yeah, this season seems quite a bit more stylized than the previous one. Fucking walk.
This was your something's wrong voice.
Aw, he knows him so well.
What do you sell that calms people down?
Eccles cakes?
Some Eccles cakes.
Sure.
How's your naked man friend?
He's not my...
Excuse me? Naked what?
Are you a bookseller too?
Not even at gunpoint.
Does Crowley even have a job? I thought about that. Aziraphale has a job. What does Crowley do?
Has this got anything to do with why we aren't in your bookshop right now?
Aziraphale, you called him over. Just say it with your mouth. Tell him what the problem is. There's no need for this subterfuge. Sir, you just took...
Sleep it again, Angel?
Oh, it hardly counts. Purely selfish action.
I mean, you're not wrong. It was. Hey, my thing is, why was he putzing around?
Pity, I thought it was my charming personality. I need to finish closing the shop. My partner's expecting me home.
Oh. Oh, what a heartbreak for the record shop girl.
Hi there.
Gabriel!
This was a great reaction. My thing is, why didn't you just ease him into this, Aziraphale? There was no need for the subterfuge and the dancing around it. You knew you'd need to warn him, and you knew he'd be upset, so just like...
Doing in this bookshop?
Ew, why are you spitting on me?
I am Dusty.
You could have warned him about the lack of memory, too. So what the fuck was the coffee shop thing about?
The crucial part of the plan isn't the taking him somewhere.
It's the getting him out of here.
He said something terrible was going to happen.
I think something terrible was going to happen to him specifically.
I don't think he really has any friends.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any friends, so he needs us.
What?
Yeah, what? Pardon? Because I know you ain't saying that shit to me.
Peaceful, fragile existence that I have carved out for myself here.
I thought we carved it out for ourselves.
So did I.
Ooh, ooh, he's got you there.
You're at liberty to go.
Oh, we're fighting. Okay, we're fighting.
I'm asking you to help me take care of him.
That's a big ask, Aziraphale. I'm not helping you help your abusive older brother, okay? I don't want to leave him alone with him.
See that bloke? 6 shots of espresso. He's smoking. There's no law against it.
No, he's literally smoking.
So angry!
So, demonic lightning reacts on 2 wavelengths, just...
Is that during Gabriel's absence, His duties must still be carried out. Someone's got to give the orders.
Well, my Doc Martens say that it's gonna be somebody else.
All of us.
Led
by me.
I was the second in command. Oh.
Hello.
She's cute. She's adorable, though. I love her outfit. The addition of disabled angels is so interesting because, of course, if heaven wants a better standing of the humans they created, then of course, if humans are based off of angels and they have the image of God, then of course there would be disabled angels. It makes sense. Thank you. Is that a matchbox from hell? This poor thing. She's so nervous. That absolutely looks like a cosplay I would want eventually, though. Do they not know what it is?
That's definitely an earthly object.
Okay. Oh, Crowley and his plants. There's the fly. Ew, 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 ew. That's a different actress.
Is that on your face?
Oh, yep. So you even brought it up.
Crowley, you know Earth better than anyone.
Well,
But what were you doing in the box, Bees? The fly in the box wasn't on accident.
Extreme sanctions.
Okay. That was...
That isn't actually a thing.
Yeah, that was a lot of build-up.
They will never have existed.
They will be de-rezzed, Tron style.
No, Aziraphale, what have you done?
Well, it wasn't Aziraphale's fault.
If I owned a record shop, I'd be more worried about people breaking in and leaving more records behind.
I mean, could you stop bagging on my business, please?
Well, I need a drink.
Are you okay?
No judgment.
Good.
I didn't ask.
I've enough judgment in my life already.
You're not okay. Oh, Crowley's mad. I mean, when is he not? I see Crowley drives like my mother, and I mean that in the most loving way possible. Love you, Mom.
Why sell records? Nobody buys records anymore.
You'd be surprised. The vinyl movement is strong in this city.
Oh, really? My bad.
And they're like, what the fuck? Uh-huh.
That's Lindsay.
Whoever Lindsay is quite controlling. You're in a lot more trouble than you realize.
Yes, I can see that.
I was wrong, Dance, in 1650, in 1793, 1941.
Fine.
So let me see it.
You were right. You were right. I was wrong. You were right.
Bitch.
Very nice.
Mr. Sheen, why you gotta say it like that? All he had to do was, like, wear a different color and have a riding crop in his hand.
Outside.
Outside sounds so much fun. Can we buy this man some clothes, please? Like, can we get rid of the plaid toga?
Former people, and you could hide him from mine.
I don't like being talked about like I'm not here.
Insubstantial, fractional half a miracle we have ever performed.
Sure.
No traces of anything miraculous left behind.
Uh-huh.
And now?
While we figure out what's actually going on.
I think I know what's going on.
What?
You two have the hots for each other.
That was a Class A surreptitious half a miracle.
I feel like that was a bigger miracle than you might think it was, bro. What'd I tell you?
I think this one's for you to tell.
I think something happened. Uriel has no time for Michael's crap. There you go.
There's a former angel in this up to his bookshop owning neck.
Okay, not on purpose! Okay, so that was an interesting introduction into the new season. I am a little worried because the previous season was just barely mentioned at all, but I see now that this season is going to concentrate specifically on Crowley and Aziraphale, seeing as how they were really the main focus of, I would say, a lot of the fandom's attention. I think the first season really tried to branch out beyond them, but Sheen and Tennant are such powerhouse actors to where that's who people honed in on. And I gotta say, as a duo, they're fantastic. There are a lot of character decisions that are being made that are probably going to end in disaster at about episode 3, and because people are begging for a season 3 already, they're probably not going to be resolved by episode 6. As a matter of fact, the summaries of the episodes on Amazon pretty bluntly state that fact. I do feel that this second season has a lot more attention to detail simply because the nature of the story has changed. I don't want to say elucidation, that's not really the right word I want to use. As far as the deeper exploration into Aziraphale and Crowley's relationship, Crowley is very used to having to take care of Aziraphale, if that's the right phrase I want to use. I don't know if it is, but he's clearly very used to having to save his ass, essentially. Once he welcomes Gabriel back into the bookshop, he's like, you know what, I'm not doing this. But then he finds out that Aziraphale's problem isn't just Aziraphale's problem. Right now, it's about to be everyone's problem. I get why he went back, and him going back to me is very important because he will always go back for Aziraphale. He didn't go back for Hell, he didn't go back for Beelzebub, he didn't go back for anybody but Aziraphale. Crowley always comes back, but I am not sure if Aziraphale has come back for Crowley. I don't know if I'm describing this well. Maybe if I see the next couple episodes, I will be able to form my thoughts more cohesively. Hoping that it's just the menstrual brain, because Lord knows I hopped on the menstrual cycle and then it ran my ass over. It definitely feels like an improvement in overall style and just the flow of dialogue. You could tell that the previous season was following the book, especially because of the narration, and you guys know that I'm not fond of narration. I actually quite enjoyed it. The second season has really established itself as a character-driven story. This does make me think that this season isn't going to end happily, especially after some of the spoilers y'all put in my comments. So once again, please like if you like this video. If you really like this video, please subscribe. And if you really, really like me, you can find me on Patreon, where I post full uncut reactions the day before they go up on YouTube. And this doesn't just include my reactions, but also rewatches of previous episodes and uncut, uncensored versions of my analysis videos, like for instance Skate the Infinity and The Untamed. You can find me on every piece of social media: Instagram, Tumblr, TikTok, and Twitter. Yes, it's still called Twitter. Fuck Twitter! And with that being said, stay weird, lovelies, and happy eating!